back to our talk tonight. Price Chopper will change the way it advertises and promotes its coupons now and pay a fine following a settlement with the state. An investigation by the Attorney General found the grocery store advertised its accepted double coupons without telling customers it limited the doubling up to 99 cents. Meanwhile, Price Chopper admits it inconsistently denoted in its advertising the dollar value limit of its double coupon policy during select weeks, only in June 2011, January 2012, and April of 2012 in Syracuse and in Cortland. We've been in touch with Price Chopper today, issuing a statement saying, quote, "We were appalled and disappointed by the inflammatory press release as its portrayal of Price Chopper's conduct is false, misleading, and inaccurate in significant respects. The agreement makes no assertion that Price Chopper acted intentionally to harm consumers or that its practices caused any losses, let alone millions of lost savings to its customers." We are joined now by Lauren Grootman, our coupon-saving mom. Lauren, great to see you. What do you make of all this mess?
Well, when I first heard about it, I was a little bit surprised, I guess, about it. Just because I don't think that Price Chopper intentionally misled customers.
Which is what it's saying
Which
today.
is what it's saying. But I do think that they could be a little bit more clear to help people that don't really use coupons very often to know, the coupon policy without having to search really hard.
Where do you look for a coupon policy? Is it on the coupon, or do you have to go to the website? What do you recommend?
Well, you can go right to the PriceChopper.com website and click on coupons. And actually, I just printed it off today, and it's right. There's a little tab that says coupon policy. You can find it very, very easily, and then it lists everything that they say for coupons. And I think there's this strange rule with Price Chopper where you can only save 50% of your order with double coupons.
I just noticed it on your IamThatLady.com. You did a whole piece on this. What does that mean?
Right. That means if you have a coupon, let's say a 50-cent off coupon, Price Chopper will double that to take $1 off that item. Well, if you've reached 50% in savings, then they will stop doubling your coupons. And you can't find that unless you go and search in their coupon policy. And so somebody might be going thinking that all of their coupons are getting doubled, but because of that 50% rule, they're really not getting.
But you have ways to get around that, don't you?
Yep, we have ways to get around it. Give them all of your 50-cent off, 75-cent off coupons first, and then higher value coupons second. And I've never run into a big issue with that, but sometimes I have. And it's not, in their flyer. You have to kind of search for it.
Well, the Attorney General came out very strongly against Price Chopper, basically saying that it misled its customers.
Right.
When it comes down to it, I guess, these coupons can mean big savings for people. So he's really just saying, be clear about what you're doing,
right.
What your coupons really say, what they mean, because this can mean a lot of money for a lot of people.
It can, and what I do on my website is I teach people, and I'm seeing how this drastically affects my readers and just people that are really stretched with their budgets. And so I think that what we can all learn from this is that we just want to make sure that we're reading all the fine print on the coupon policy, making sure that we're following the rules. But then also I think Price Chopper can be a little bit more clear. So I think, both sides are kind of right.
And the Attorney General is really just looking out for, they don't want a bait and switch type situation where the customer comes in thinking they're going to get this much of a discount.
Right.
And then the store says, no, you don't get that much of a discount. And then the person's there and they're stuck and they have to buy the paper towels or whatever it is.
Exactly. So we have to be educated customers.
Yeah, and the better we do, actually, the better the system works.
Exactly,
right?
And so I always bring my coupon policy to the store with me so that if I have a problem.
Do you?
I try.
Do I?
And Lauren, you can attest to this too. Being a mom, you're so busy that even I think just taking the time to cut out the coupons, it's really an investment.
It is. It's hard, and I always think of it as far as hours that you work towards it, as far as how much money you're making an hour. So if I'm spending a half an hour to save $50, that's a pretty good wage for me.
That's right.
But if I'm going to be doing it 20 hours and not saving anything, then it's not worth my time.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it,
Lauren.
Lauren.
Take one of your classes.
Yeah, you should.
IamThatLady.com. You can get a lot of great information. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks.
We'll have you again.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yes, thanks.